Hi, this is Ishio, and welcome back to the Summer with the Shiba Inu. We are about to go on a new adventure. We've got some clues about looking for our missing brother, and that is what we're going to do. One sleep later, we are here. It's a replica of the obsidian rock. It looms over us, it's tall and imposing. It doesn't look warm to the eyes. It's not supposed to. Wow, this is a really ugly slab of rock. You really lived in this thing? Yeah. It wasn't located here, but it did look like this. You get used to it. Sure. So, how do we get in? Is there no comment on the floating rocks? But okay. We fly. Seriously. Is this some kind of feather magic thing that's ethically harmless enough for you to do? Nah, I'm kidding. We aren't going to fly. You actually believe me? No, totally didn't. Cutie makes a face. I know, I've got her. You believed it. Wow, you're so annoying. You believed it. Oh my god. Cutie just ignores me, but I'm shameless, doing one final prance around her. See, my brother and I used to be just as annoying as this, even worse to each other. It must be because we're somewhere that reminds me of him. I'm relapsing and acting like this again. Sure, Jan. Who's Jan? Oh, never mind. Go on. Okay, allow me to demonstrate. I push back one of the hedges in the centre of the grounds right before the structure. There's a little tile set in the ground. I hold my pendant to it with bated breath. Okay, that didn't work. You don't think it'd be your brother's pendant? Sid the feather bearer missing something this obvious? Good point. Though I am offended. I take out Chinwen's pendant, which I've been keeping in my other pocket. I hold it to the tile, and as Cutie predicted, it worked. A low but audible click, and then the sound of machinery running. Before our eyes, parts of the ground started floating up. Big blocks of obsidian. Come on. I find a block low enough and step onto it. From there, I leap from block to block, going higher and higher. The wind in my ears, the texture under my paws that I've not felt in so long. I feel like I've been brought back to the past. The steps are easier for me now as an adult. I'm up to the doors in no time. They slide open without prompting the way they're designed to. I enter it. It was once so familiar, and now I have no idea what to expect. Okay, you made it. A voice comes from above? It seems like it's from a speaker. Chunwen? I have no idea if he can hear me, but he seems to be able to see me. Wait, hold on a sec. The door that blocks this room from the rest of the house slides open. Let's meet in the middle. From my memory, the middle was the room that could be reached from the corridor that joins the two of our rooms. I bound forward, Cutie trading behind me. The middle. With every step I am closer. Will the truth be here? The reality that I so believe to be true? As I approach, the door slides open. Without hesitation, I charge on in. Hey. Hey. In the midst of the room is a large amount of computers. Surrounded by hologram screens sits my brother. He doesn't seem to have changed much. Similar looks to me, a little stockier, like a mirror image. Wow, you're alive. Yeah. I know you found my pendant. I'm totally alive without it. I can see that now. So, what the AI had told us was a total scam, wasn't it? I'm surprised you hadn't figured it out already. It was so easy. What? Wow, why does everyone come for me like this? Hewley, you, even Max. Anyway, why don't you come with me? We can leave the island if you want. I predicted that you proposed something like that. But before that, I gotta tell you some things. I'm glad that Chunwen is alive. It's been a very rocky journey to find him. I've faced off against enemies that I never thought I'd be up against. I never imagined that I'd live to compete in another arena. And yet, when I thought I'd reached the light at the end of the tunnel, it turns out it was the headlights of a train. Only realising at the last second as it runs over me. Chunwen told me he no longer wished to have any contact with me. He had observed my behaviour after my return to the island and concluded that I wasn't mentally strong enough. I have no idea what his standards of being mentally strong is supposed to be, because I didn't know. How was I supposed to live up to that? In the end, whatever I overcame, it wasn't enough for Chunwen. I don't understand why, but it wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. Why did I even come back to the island? I tried my best, but in the end, it was all for nothing. Why? Why did I suffer so much at the ports of the island? This whole system. I never asked for this. Just take it all. Take my ranking, take the feather, take everything. Just give me... I just want to live without all of this shit. Is that too much to ask? Am I not a canine being? Do I even have dignity if all I am to other dogs is a wielder of the power as a prize they want for themselves? I made the wrong choice. I should never have fell for the temptation of the feather. Shiba Inu, since the beginning of time, have been falling for this. The ARI had us fooled. From our births to our graves, had me fooled as well. I shouldn't have come back. This entire trip was just a repeat of everything that caused me to leave in the first place. I'm leaving, and damn the ARI, they're going down before I leave too. Hey, who are you? You can't enter. Whoa, Feather, send her away. This is a bad ending, isn't it? This is bad. I wave my paw at her and she fades away, like pixels being erased. Oh wow, Feather can do that. In a scary way, it looked like how eliminated dogs were disintegrated in the arenas. The guard out of the way, I stormed down the hallway. Feather, tell me where Shuela is. Okay, she'd be on the higher floor of the cursed building, wouldn't she? A monument of pain and suffering, the entire building is. Okay, the floor's vibrating, dogs are in the vicinity. A squad of Shiba Inus rounded the corner and they're charging straight for me. Instinctively I flattened my body, ready to dart in the opposite direction. No, Sid, you will not be deterred. I raised myself to my full height and faced them head on. Feather, send it away. We are destroying dogs. The dog at the very front stops, frozen. Then it starts dissolving into particles, just like the first guard did. I bark as loud as I can at them, my voice reverberating through my body to the hall. I am Sid, the feather bearer. In the spirit of the moment, I reach out to grab my pendant, my paw poised on its clasp before my conscious mind has fully processed the situation. What matters is that the guards have stopped, one of them reaching out a paw to stop the others. They are talking amongst themselves, and I bark once more at them, impatient for a response. You hear that? I am here, to find the Shiba Inu Shirela. One of the guards comes forward, not speaking. Once it has closed half the distance between us, it pauses and bends down slightly in a half bow. Okay, they want to do this peacefully then. Once it had raised its head back from the bow, I met its eyes and tilted my head questioningly. Still without speaking, it gestures to the end of the hallway, then it beckons to me. What do you mean? The guard repeats the motion, pointing first to itself, and then to the end of the hallway, and then to me again. You want me to follow? Warily, I move toward it, on guard from any sudden movements from the group of guards. As I near them, the group members all lower their heads neatly in sync, as if choreographed. Am I getting some sort of VID treatment here? The group then turns away from me, and slowly starts trotting toward the end of the hallway. The dog that first approached me, the leader I suppose, gestures again for me to follow. We pass through halls and halls, big open areas that just connect to each other, one after the other. Once we reach the wing that the feather has showed me, we start heading up the tower-like structure. The dogs we pass on the way, perhaps seeing my entourage, also half bow to me. Either it's the guards, or I wonder, are they interested that I'm the feather bearer? After all, I am the top dog of the whole system that they painstakingly created and maintained for centuries. The system that I'm going to dismantle right in front of Shirela's eyes. I can't wait to see the look on her face. The whole guard fleet enters a wide elevator. The material of the surface is so black that I would have thought it was pitch darkness, if not for the fact I could still see the other dogs perfectly. Now used to it, I follow them inside without hesitation when the leader beckons to me. The door closes behind me, with no audible motion from the guards. Then, so smoothly, I almost didn't notice, it rises in motion. The only hint is the inertia I felt in my stomach. The door slides open again, and I blink to adjust to the light. The guard dog points ahead and nods at me. I can go? It nods once more. I step out, and as soon as my full body is out, the elevator door closes, so quickly and smoothly that I almost don't see it. And just like that, I'm alone. I'm in a hallway that is quite ordinary looking, and not especially wide. I guess I was expecting something more grand for such a high-standing member of the ARI. Even without explicit direction, I head forward. It seems like the only way to go. At the end of the hall, There's a plain-looking set of wooden doors, around eye level. Squares of frosted glass set in the wood prevent me from seeing through. Hello again, Sid. Shirila's voice reaches me before I see her. I've been here before. It was where she took me after she kidnapped me for the arena re-challenge. But of course, at the time, I wasn't in good state to look around. The office is filled from top to bottom with books. Not just any type of book, print books. It's an odd, yet awe-inspiring sight. Shirila is sitting at a desk, similarly surrounded by piles of books. She's looking at me with such a relaxed countenance. I could have been an old friend coming by to ask her to join me for lunch. Okay, have a seat. I glared defiantly at her, as if questioning why she isn't treating me as a threat. Do you know why I'm here, Shirela? I think I've got an idea, yes. I raised my voice. Well then, aren't you afraid? Her glance drifts off to a page in the book in front of her, before lazily looking at me again. Not particularly so, unfortunately. It's a pity, you will be. I'm going to destroy the ARI, and you're going down with it. You'll regret the day you let a dog like me gain the power of the feather. You've brought about the end of yourselves. I'm practically begging for some reaction from her at this point. Oh. And what are you going to do after we, the ARI, are gone? You and the feather are forever bound. I'll do what I want with it. The ARI gave it to me. You gave it to me when you gave up your chance to take it away. Shirila nods absent-mindedly, as if more a response to her own thoughts than a reaction to what I said. So, it's come to this. Finally, the ARI has chosen the wrong feather bearer. Yeah, you get it now. You made the wrong choice when you pissed off your feather bearer. Yes, this means the ARI truly has failed. Okay, as long as you admit it. Anything else you want to say before I destroy you? There's no point. I might lead the ARI, but I'm just a normal dog. We can't deny or resist the reality that the feather can impose. Wow, very stoic. Goodbye, Shirela. Feather, let it be as if the ARI had never existed. The world is blistering around me, torn and ripping as if by an invisible tornado. Wait, if the ARI didn't exist, I wouldn't have the feather. No, wait, don't completely revert the ARI. Let me keep the feather. Okay, good point. The ARI have done nothing but wrong us. Okay, a few days later. We don't know what time this is. Wow, the ARI is gone. Shiba Inus now have a new way of life. Their instincts returned. They sniff and sprint and bite like our ancestors. That we have returned to the old way of life would be a more accurate description. This is not what I intended. This will not do. I cannot accept this result, right? Right? Indeed, there must be something I can do to absorb the situation. Structure and civilization must be brought back to the Shiba Inu. That's the only way, right? I'm the only Shiba Inu remaining now with memories of the past. I need to construct a society so Shiba Inu can live in dignity, not this primal mess. Should I try to bring the ARI back? No, they weren't enough. They had their hearts in the right places, but their structure was flawed, which is why I got rid of them. A new system must be formed, right? It's my responsibility as the feather bearer and the only surviving Shiba Inu of the enlightened period. The ARI might have done more good than I. No, stop it. The ARI is gone. Your wish and the feather have made sure that this is a reality that cannot come into existence again. Your thoughts go around and around. What we need is positive action. A new system shall be the solution, with us at the head. Shiba Inu must act accordingly to the rules. They must interact according to the rules. Arena rankings were a proxy for that, but this time, let us lay down the laws. We are, henceforth, Shid the Shiba Grande, ruler of Shiba Inu Island. We are Shiba Inu, but for the good of Shiba Inu below us, we take on the responsibility. This is our reality. Okay, that was a bit of a weird, odd ending. Oh wow, that was definitely not the good ending at all, so I'm not sure what to do about it. Do I try and get a better ending, or do I accept that we destroyed the world, returned it to a primitive state, and Sid instated herself as the ruler of a new kingdom, which is a little bit grandiose. So yeah, good job. This is Shiba Inu, and this is Usha signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.